Google just entered the AI music war. They acquired Producer AI, powered by Lyria 3, and it promises to be the ultimate music creation platform. It features conversational AI, virtual instruments, music videos, and even gamification. On paper, it sounds absolutely incredible. But I spent a full day testing it against Suno AI with professional-grade prompts. I even ran a full spectrogram analysis on the audio files it produces. What I found might surprise you. Hello everyone, you might have already heard the big news. Google has officially entered the world of AI music with their new Lyria 3 model. And they didn't stop there. They've also acquired Producer AI. This platform was previously known as Refusion, and now it includes everything. We are talking music generation, AI chat, music videos, and even cover art creation. It's essentially a complete Google ecosystem for music creators. Of course, the main rival remains Suno AI. Currently, Suno is the top dog with over 100 million users. So today I decided to test both platforms against each other. I'm using the same professional prompts from SunoMetaTagCreator. Let's see how they compare in this head-to-head battle. But first, let's watch Google's official introduction video for Lyria 3.
You're listening to Lyria 3 from Google, our most advanced music generation model yet. Play with new ideas, turn detailed prompts into tracks with natural flow.
Stomp your feet on the red clay ground. We're singing out till the sun goes down. Whoa.
Transform your images into high-fidelity audio to express your brand through music. Or remember a place you love with a tune you won't forget.
Salt on your skin in the summer rain.
And you can direct the details. Pick your favorite genre.
This is the sound of the floor giving way. This is the dawn of a brighter decay. Break the silence.
Or blend new ones. Get specific with dynamics and tempo.
The city lights are bleeding through the rain. We're dancing in the memories left behind. Running at the speed of a whispered name. Caught in a rhythm only.
And define realistic vocals in a range of languages. When you found your sound, export crisp, clear audio, watermarked and identifiable as AI created. Lyria 3, your musical collaborator, ready to help compose whatever you want to hear next.
As we just saw, the demo looks absolutely amazing. But after my own tests, I'll tell you if it's truly revolutionary. Let's start by looking at how each of these platforms actually works. Starting with Suno AI, most of you probably know the interface already. I won't spend too much time on the basic setup and explanation. You simply insert your prompt, choose a style, and add your lyrics. Suno can generate tracks that reach up to 8 minutes in length. The results include full vocals, instruments, and a complete arrangement immediately. It's a very focused experience with almost no distractions during the process. Now let's switch over and take a closer look at Producer AI. This platform is a bit different because of its unique built-in sections. Beyond standard lyrics and sounds, you have this AI producer interface here. It's based on the Gemini model, allowing you to talk to an agent. You can interact with it just like you would with a real producer. For instance, ask for a lo-fi beat and refine it step by step. This conversational level is quite impressive for a music generation tool. However, while Gemini handles the chat, the music comes from Lyria 3. In my experience, this is where we hit the bottleneck. No matter how smart the AI sounds, the final audio depends on Lyria. And Lyria 3 is still a very young model, and it shows. Let's put them to the test with a real head-to-head comparison. I'm using the exact same prompt and text from SunoMetaTag. Both models will generate tracks based on these identical professional parameters. First, let's see what Suno AI produces with this detailed prompt. I'll make sure the settings match our target style and vocal type. The generation is usually quite fast, so let's check the result now.
Pavement's my pew, the skyline stained glass. Breath in the cold, watch the money amass. Got scriptures in my stride, a psalm in my pace. Every alley a parable, every face a new case. I preach with my presence, the quiet command. Palms turn to the heavens, with dirt on my hand. The city confesses, and sirens and shouts. My congregations are lost, the lonely the loud. I decipher the signs in the spray paint stain. Living the verse is inside of the dream. A ghost in the system, a saint in the sin. The prayer that I whisper is letting me in. Skyline stained glass, breath in the cold, watch the money amass. Got scriptures in my stride, a psalm in my pace. Every alley a parable, every face a new case. I preach with my presence, the quiet command. Palms turn to the heavens, but dirt on my hand. The city confesses, and sirens and shouts. My congregation's the lost, the lonely, the loud. I decipher the.
As you can hear, Suno delivers a rich production with dynamic layers. Now, let's take that same prompt over to the Producer AI platform. We need to input the prompt into the sound description box here. I'll also manually set the BPM to 80 to match our first test. One limit here is that Lyria 3 currently caps tracks at 3 minutes. Even if I set it longer, the model won't exceed that duration. We can also use seeds to try and replicate specific vocal styles. Let's finish the setup and hit generate to see what happens next. Unlike Suno, we have to wait for the full generation to finish first. You can't listen to it while it's being created, unlike Suno's preview. It takes a few more seconds, so let's hear the Producer AI version.
Yeah, sermon. The pavement's my pew, the skyline stained glass. Breath in the cold, watch the money amass. Got scriptures in my stride, a psalm in my pace. Every alley a parable, every face a new case. I preach with my presence, the quiet command. Palms turn to heavens, but dirt on my hands. The city confesses in sirens and shouts. My congregation's the lost, the lonely, the louts. I decipher the signs in the spray paint and steam. Living the verses inside of the dream. A ghost in the system, a saint in the sin. The prayer that I whisper is letting me in. This is my sermon for the sidewalk, where the Holy Ghost meets a hollow block. My blessings, the hustle, my spirit's the grind. A different kind of salvation that I'm trying to find. A different kind of salvation that I'm trying.
My honest opinion is that the result from Producer AI sounds flat. It's missing nuances, and the beat feels a bit like a school project. It's like comparing a live band recording to a simple MIDI file. The structure and instruments are present, but the soul is just missing. I tried adding a string section to see if it would help depth. Unfortunately, even with those additions, the final output still feels very thin. Suno is definitely more polished and handles complex layering much better today. If we look at the frequency analysis, Suno maintains a higher standard. The idea behind Producer AI is ambitious, but right now, the music engine is just not there yet. For professional sounding results, Suno is currently the clear winner here.
The pavement's my pew, the skyline stained glass. Breath in the cold, watch the money amass. Got scriptures in my stride, a psalm in my pace. Every alley a parable, every face a new case. I preach with my presence, the quiet command. Palms turn to heavens, but dirt on my hands. The city confesses in sirens and shouts. My congregation's the lost, the lonely, the louts. I decipher the signs in the spray paint and steam. Living the verses.
Let's dive deep into the WAV quality of two major AI music generation platforms. We'll download both versions in WAV format to perform a detailed spectral analysis of each track. The goal is to see the real differences and compare the overall audio quality side by side. First, let's grab the WAV file from Producer AI for our track Sermon for the Sidewalk. As you can see, Producer AI offers multiple formats, including M4A, but we definitely want WAV today. We'll be using this lossless format for both tools to ensure we get the best possible data. Let's save this file locally so we can import it into our analysis software later on. I'll name it clearly so we don't mix up the sources during the comparison phase. Now let's head over to Suno and download the corresponding WAV version of the same track. We just go to the menu, find the download option, and select WAV audio to start. Now here's where it gets really interesting for the technical people watching this closely. While Producer AI generates native WAVs, Suno actually converts its original MP3 file into a WAV format. According to developers, Suno's AI model generates audio internally at about 192 kilobits per second. The export is more of a conversion. It's like pouring tap water into a crystal bottle. The bottle looks perfect, but the quality of the content inside remains exactly the same. With both files ready, we're opening up Acoustica Premium Edition to look at the spectral data. You can use any DAW for this, but Acoustica's spectrogram view is exceptionally clear for comparison. First, let's load the Suno file and examine its 48,000 Hz, 16-bit PCM structure. Next, we'll import the Producer AI version right alongside it to see the contrast in the frequencies. Looking at Suno, the mid-range below 4,000 Hz is incredibly dense and sounds very polished. But above 10,000 Hz, the energy in the Suno file drops off quite dramatically. Now look at Producer AI's spectrogram. There's significantly more energy and harmonic structure in the highs. Alright, let's break down the full verdict category by category. First up is perceived audio quality, and Suno takes the lead here. But look at WAV technical quality, where Producer AI actually comes out on top. When it comes to prompt adherence, Suno is much more precise right now. For workflow and UI, Producer AI's conversational style is beginner-friendly. Suno wins on producer tools, offering stems and consistent personas. Suno handles longer tracks, but Producer AI offers more export formats. Subscribe to SunoMetaTagCreator for more pro AI music tips.